but I live in Hong Kong for 9 years right now. 9 years in the Kennedy Town as well.
Awesome. So you've been here for a long time.
Yeah,
Awesome.
got my PR, so I'm done and chopped and signed. I joined the Little Creatures. I work in many different businesses around Hong Kong, mostly in the F&B. I'm a trained chef as well.
Yes.
From that side. I joined Little Creatures on the pre-opening almost 1.5 years ago. But we started working on the project almost 2.5 years ago. So it took us a little bit of the time to set up the space and find the location that we're really looking for.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I guess first I'll start off. So when did you open here?
We opened July 2016.
Nice. So why did you pick Kennedy Town in particular?
The whole idea for that, so our brand has come from Australia, and it shows Australian hospitality, which is pretty relaxed and enjoyable.
Yes.
We could open venue in Wan Chai, we could open venue in Lang Kwai Fo, Soho, anywhere else. But we believe the Kennedy Town is more like a neighborhood place, and it gives you a little bit more relaxed style.
Yes.
We choose, as our venues in Australia, there's one in Perth and one in Geelong. They're all located near the seaside.
Yeah.
So we follow that steps as well, for us to be located as close as possible to the seaside. So we're not so far off. That was one of things. And the next thing, the rents are cheaper here than in Central, in Lang Kwai Fo. So basically our targets will be much, much harder if we're over there. And we might not cater also to the people that we want. On Wan Chai and the Lang Kwai Fo, Central is a more business model, guys with the suits and all that stuff. We want to cater to people that just after work, they're more relaxed, they more enjoy themselves. Yeah, they don't have to have those quick business meetings and run back to the office. You want those people that are going to stay a little bit longer and be more family related. And I think so Kennedy Town is a great family related. Lots of family living here because it's flat. Yeah, there's no hills, so it's easy to go away with the stroller as well. Yeah, so that's why we choose that location. We also choose the location that have some kind of history. So that before this was before sugar storage. So it's something to talk about as well. Yeah, very local sugar storage. And I live in Kennedy Town for 9 years, and I pass by here every day, and I never noticed how big is it. Yeah. So there's lots of those hidden places in Kennedy Town that it's just sitting there and waiting to be discovered as well.
Did you notice any change from Kennedy Town from the opening of the MTR?
So we opened the venue after MTR was opened.
Yes.
But from my personal perspective, so I lived here 9 years. So 9 years ago, when we look at the F&B, 9 years ago, 9 years I live in Kennedy Town. 9 years ago there was only one pub on the Davies Road, and that's it. There was nothing else.
Yes.
Basically, the community was much more local and less expats.
Yeah.
And I think so we see that boom of, definitely after opening MTR, but also we see the boom of opening the restaurants here because everything is got pushed away from the central, from Lang Kwai Fo, from the Wyndham Street, all the businesses. The main reason of that is the rent. Yeah. So small restaurants, they cannot afford the rent anymore in Soho, so they move away here and try to attract the business here as well. And you have to have a look on the Kennedy Town as a, it's just not only Kennedy Town. Look at the Port Phillip. You look at mid-level, which is not so far. You look at the Cyberport, which is massive residential, very wealthy people. They don't want to go all the way to Central anymore. They just want to stop over in Kennedy Town and have a meal here or coffee or breakfast or something like that. So I think so, yeah. And MTR helps as well. I remember the day when they opened the MTR. It was just basically mass of people pumping like a tourist, taking the pictures on the waterfall. So we just been sitting with a glass of wine in another place and was pretty shocked how many people at once. And how many people never been here, even the people who lived in Hong Kong. They're like, oh my god, we never been here, we want to see what is it. Yeah.
Would you expect the price of rent to rise as time goes on?
I have to say, I'm sure definitely in the last few years the prices went up. We can see just only in the last 1.5 years there's a 6 to 7 restaurant closed.
Yeah. Okay.
So 3 years ago we saw that boom, boom and up, boom, boom, everyone's opening, boom, boom, business. And then the people the places that could survive went down.
Yes.
Yeah. And see the pizza shop on the corner closed, TiVo closed over there near the park. Another restaurant, Chinese, pretty big company on the Birches Street as well closed down. A few other ones, but also you can see there's a new ones coming up. Eric Kaiser come out recently in the last few weeks. There's a new coffee shop on the Davies Street coming up as well. So it looks like it's down, but there's still some new people coming in.
Have you noticed many local shops closing down in recent years?
So mainly, I think, in the recent years closing down is garages.
Yeah,
Because there's lots of here on the road.
Yes.
So next door was a Prior. There was a big garage as well, closed. Around the corner, there was 2 or 3 garages that closed as well. So I think so from that side. From the local restaurants, no, I think so. They're standing pretty strong.
Awesome.
You know, they're pretty good and they're old-fashioned, and then they get the support from their own local customers.
Why do you think Little Creatures has been staying since it's opened, since 2016? Like, hasn't any like signs of closing down? Do you reckon?
Well, definitely we're not closing down. We're doing
Yeah.
So good.
yeah, very true.
you know, we're doing pretty well, to be honest with you.
Because we realise that every time we've walked past, we feel like this is the most busiest.
Yeah, every time.
I think it comes in the concept creation
Yeah.
and the product that we can offer, the price point that we can offer to customers. You know, it took us lots of market research to get just that in the middle in the line where we're going to satisfy very wide, broad portfolio of the customers.
Yeah.
So we're not only aiming, hey, we're going to satisfy this group that have income of 100,000 Hong Kong dollar a month. No, we don't want. We want everyone. Yeah, and we open also all day long. So basically, when you wake up in the morning and you think, oh, where do I going to go for lunch? Do I have to book the table? No, I don't want to book the table. Oh, Little Creatures. I don't have to book the table. They're big. They always have a food. They always have a good beer. They're always open. Yeah. So we think from that concept. And that's why I think so. It's pretty successful. Not looking at the clothes, definitely not.
Yeah, sure,
What's your main demographic here? Is it mixed type of demographic?
It's going to be Westerns 60%, 70%, and then the locals another 30-40%. Yeah.
Awesome. What's your favourite beer here, by the way?
My favorite beer?
Yeah.
My favorite beer is going to be the Rogers.
Rogers?
So it's a light triple native alcohol amber ale. Nice and light, but it still have a good flavor
Lovely.
as a beer. Not
Awesome. I think that's all the questions that we have for today.
perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much.
Thanks again, man.
Cool.